The outside, this Southern California home looked like any other one, but inside, an illegal business apparently flourishing, one that exposes gaping loopholes in America's immigration system. Pregnant women from foreign countries paying thousands of dollars to give birth in the U.S., so we wondered, how common is this practice? Dan Stein is the president of the Federation for American Immigration Reform. He joins me live from Washington this morning. How common is it, Dan?
Well, it's a routine occurrence. People advertise all over the world setting up these tours to bring people in. The women, they happen to be pregnant. They're here to have kids. They put them up in a crowded housing condition. So the kids are U.S. citizens under the current and we believe wrong interpretation of our 14th Amendment. And then the mothers take the child back, and of course the child can come back and get a public education. Of course, they can get a U.S. passport. So it's a tremendous value and benefit. The State Department should be far more rigorous in denying visitor visas to women who are clearly not coming here solely to see the Washington Monument, for example. And we need to either amend the 14th Amendment or first statutorily change it and have the Supreme Court, determine the framework and proper interpretation.
Yeah, now, anytime you say that, you know you're going to get blowback from groups who claim everything from racism to anything else. So give me your best defense about why the 14th Amendment should be reinterpreted.
Look, this particular clause of the 14th Amendment was hastily drafted by a Reconstruction Congress. They could never have anticipated hundreds of millions of people on the move every day. The current interpretation is defeating the operation of U.S. immigration and entry controls. We are being taken advantage of, snookered. Now 350,000 children are born here to mothers here who are illegal aliens. I mean, that's the size of the city of St. Louis. It's like waking up and finding an additional 10 people living in your house that you didn't expect all of a sudden. And we're just being taken advantage of. And we need to change the interpretation so it's consistent with the worldwide practices that say the child takes the citizenship of the mother.
So here's the thing. Not only are they apparently abusing the law with these maternity tourist centers, but these people are also making a profit on it, right?
Well, this is big bucks. The taxpayers are getting socked and we're being taken advantage of. There's a tremendous incentive to either violate our immigration laws by coming illegally to have the child or by getting a tourist visa. And clearly the framers of the 14th Amendment never anticipated a situation where people with no political connection, no allegiance to the United States, never paid a dime of taxes, could suddenly bestow U.S. citizenship on the child. And the current interpretation, the way we're practicing it now as a country, takes out this clause subject to the jurisdiction thereof and just says, look, if you're physically present here, your kid's going to be a U.S. citizen forever. And then, of course, when the child's 21, he or she can petition the parents for immigration benefits. It's a totally corrupt practice. We've known about it for years. The Obama administration won't do anything about it. We have complete opposition from the Democratic Party on this, some opposition within the Republicans, but there's an important bill in Congress. Steve King's got one. We have a constitutional amendment in the Senate. We need to work together to fix this loophole.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan Stein, the president of the Federation for American Immigration Reform. Thanks so much. Steve, Brian?
All right, Gretch, thank you very much.